Good evening. We are very happy to have you at the UTMy webinar, our last webinar this year. And we will be introducing about our program for 1 hour. And can you move the slide forward? First of all, I'd like to remind you that intake deadline for the submission is scheduled on June 16th, 2 weeks from now for this year. And this is limited to students who are Malaysians because it's already too late for applying for visa. So Malaysian students can still apply to join our program from September this year. But you have to apply by June 16th. Yes. So for the opening, Professor Taro Tezuka, I will be introducing briefly about the background of our university. And then, can you move the content? Wait, the content. Yes. I will first introduce about the University of Tsukuba, which is our main campus in Japan. And then Professor Tsujimura will give a video message on the UTMy overview. Professor Tsujimura is the dean of our program. Then I will again talk about PBL, problems-based learning, which is one of the key features of our program. Then Professor Hiraishi will introduce the admissions procedures. Then Professor Yamada will describe our curriculum. Then finally, all of the professors will introduce ourselves. Most of our professors will present today. And then there will be a Q&A sessions. You can freely ask questions. Can you move forward? Okay. Now, I would first like to introduce University of Tsukuba. Our school is one of the biggest national universities in Japan. We have around 20,000 students, half undergraduate, half graduate. We provide 9 schools and 23 colleges, and also ranked the 9th in Japan by Times Higher Education. So it is one of the national universities in Japan. It started out in 1872, more than 150 years ago, as a normal school, which was responsible for teaching high school teachers. Then it changed the name to Tokyo University of Education. Later, we relocated. The university moved from Tokyo to Tsukuba in 1973. And that's when the name changed to University of Tsukuba. Yes, so this is our campus in Japan. It has, I think, third or the fourth biggest campus in Japan, and located about 1 hour away from Tokyo by train. So conveniently in Tokyo, I'd say. It's in Tokyo. A part of Tokyo. Can you move forward? So this is, well, you can see that we have a big campus. And because the students can live in dorms, so it's pretty nice to have a very nice community life there. But since today's webinar is on University of Tsukuba, Malaysia, I'd like to, not go too much into University of Tsukuba, but our program allows students to do final year research, final year project in Japan. So if you're willing, you are very much likely to study in University of Tsukuba, the final year of our program, the 4 years program. So that's very welcome too. Now I'd like Professor Tsujimura, yes, please. Professor Tsujimura to give a video message. I'm sorry, he already had an appointment today and cannot attend, but we have a video message from him. So please.
Hello, welcome to UTMy webinar. I'm very grateful to welcome you at this point. Now you have a very great chance to get innovative and frontiered higher educations. Without challenge, you would not reach at the fruitful outcomes. I would like to promise that you would work together with us and have unexpected, very fruitful education outcomes again. So shall we work together for your futures and dreams? Thank you very much and enjoy our webinar. Goodbye.
Okay, I'll explain this too. Our school is very new. We started in September 2024, which is less than a year ago. And we are largely supported by the Japanese government and the Malaysian government. It started out with two governments intending to provide Japanese-style education in Malaysia. And we are also funded by them too. You can see in the picture down below, the bottom right, there's a Tuan Dr. Mohammed Mahathir presenting at our opening ceremony last year. So the government is greatly supportive to our project, and we get also many sponsors from Japanese companies as well, and the government, Japanese government as well. This is also down below, the bottom left is our first year students, the first intake last year. It's a mix of Japanese and Malaysian students. Very good balanced mix. Because we want students to grow international mindset, we are very willing to have both Japanese and Malaysian students study in the same campus, in the same course. Can you go forward? And the key information here is that our school is transdisciplinary science and design. And after finishing, after graduating, you will receive Bachelor of Arts and Science degree, which is provided by the Japanese government, which is it's a Japanese degree because our university is a Japanese university. It's a campus in Malaysia, but the degree comes from University of Tsukuba in Japan. So it is a fully eligible Japanese degree. And as the name suggests, it is a mixed course of science and design and arts. We have professors from different fields, some from engineering, some from science, some from liberal arts, politics, education, all fields, I'd say. And courses are interdisciplinary. And we take 40 students each year. And the course is 4 years. The language is mainly in English, but we are also providing courses of Japanese language. So the goal is to provide students with good knowledge of Japanese culture and language. We provide from the very entry level. To get in, you do not need to have knowledge in Japanese. You can start without any knowledge in Japanese because many courses in Japanese language is provided by a Japanese language teacher. And but most of scientific programs, most of scientific teachings is done in English. So you do not have to know Japanese to finish the course, but you will be learning. The tuition is for Malaysians, 35,000 ringgit a year, and then non-Malaysians, 38,000 a year. About scholarship, I will show a chart later. Can you? Now, the overview of our program is that we would like to have students learn problem solving in interdisciplinary fields. But one core is in data science, as you can see in the middle. Because now a lot of problems in social science and natural science requires to process big data, to process large amount of data, and needs knowledge about statistics, needs knowledge about computers, needs knowledge about decision making. So those are the core, one of the core skills that is taught in our program. But the target domains varies. Target domain covers engineering, like biology, social science, liberal arts, all different fields, because we have professors from different backgrounds. And also, one key feature of a program is that it is problems-based, meaning we will be teaching in a groups. Lectures are not in sit and listen style. We want students to work together in projects, in groups, and solve problems that are real life related. So because we believe that that is the best way to learn. We believe that problem solving is learned not by sitting and listening to lecturers, but solving individual problems. And we would like also to learn students to collaborate. That's one of the goals of our program. Can move forward? Can it be moved forward? So as I've repeatedly mentioned, we cover courses in natural sciences and humanities and social sciences. And also we have courses in Japanese language, and also many courses related to statistics and data science. But also we also have provide collaboration opportunities to collaborate with companies that are based in Malaysia. For example, internships, such that students can have a real life experience in problem solving. We do have many collaborators in companies like banks, the manufacturers. Can move forward? Okay, so because of that feature, because of that nature of our program, we are seeking applicants who are motivated to solve or study global issues, the problems that requires in multicultural or interdisciplinary knowledge or mindset that are related or based in Malaysia or wider Southeast Asia or Japan. Also, it would be good if you have basic knowledge in natural sciences, humanities, and social sciences. It is great if you have interests in both fields or multiple fields. Also, we would like to have students who are willing to process information and data and try to find solutions logically. Also, because we have many courses to teach Japanese language and Japanese culture, we would like to have students who are motivated to study Japanese language and culture, and also can respect diverse ideas and different ways of thinking. And because there will be a lot of group works, a lot of working together with your classmates who come from different backgrounds. So that is advised if you have that. Please move forward. Now, what do we offer? We offer courses in data science, natural science, and humanities. We consider them not to pass exams. We don't teach them so that you can pass exams. We teach them that you can solve real-world problems. And that's why our courses are not based on memorizing or preparing for exams, but more about challenging problems that are relevant to real-world issues. I'll give examples later. Now, finally, the degree is issued from the University of Tsukuba, Japan, which is a Japanese degree and Bachelor of Arts and Science. Now, what can students study? What can be taught? What can be learned in UTMy? You can study multiple disciplines which are necessary to solve large problems, like environmental problems or molecular biology, engineering, or social issues such as conflicts. And because we have professors from different domains, in your final year project, you can choose a professor that matches your interest and pursue that either in Malaysia or in Japan. And also, many of the problems that you will deal with could cover interdisciplinary domains, not traditional ones. What kind of a career path can the graduates get? Well, we haven't had any graduates yet because we started last year. So it is hard to provide evidences, but because we have collaborators in many Japanese companies, and they're willing to hire. Japanese companies in Malaysia are willing to hire. We have many scholarships from them, and we also provide internship opportunities from them. So domains like finance, marketing, or research, and so R&D, those or government, those could be the career path that is open to the graduates. Now, is admission easier to get into UTMy than the UT's main campus? Well, the exam is very different. University of Tsukuba is based on tests, based on a written test. But our admission is based on we do interviews. We're doing interviews. So, and also in the interview, we ask you, we'll explain this later, but we ask you to do a group work. So we are taking students who are collaborative, who are more capable of collaborating with other students. So the criteria is very different. So we cannot say that UTMy is easier than UT. Can you move forward? Please move forward. Okay. Oh, more of me. Sorry. Just and again, also briefly describe about PBL and then move to a different professor. So our program, our curriculum is full of problem-based learning, PBLs, in addition to lectures in such as here it's given, for example, in the first year, there are lectures like society and career, physical education, data science, basic statistics. But in addition to that, you will be spending a lot of time doing PBL, problem-based learning. And I will give examples. I will tell what kind of PBL you'll be doing in the next slide. And this is our faculty member, this is our staff, this is our professors, including me. And each professor, most professors will be leading different project-based learning as listed here. For example, first year, there's a PBL on data-based intelligence system taught by Professor Mochiyama, and also PBL on Japanese customs and culture by Professor Hiraishi. Second semester, first year spring, there will be a PBL on healthy and sustainable lifestyle led by Professor Kudo, who is a physical education professor. Sports, he's a professor in sports science. Then there's a first year spring PBL on democracy from the perspectives of education, led by Professor Ueda, who is a professor in education. Then second year, fall semester, there will be a PBL led on ideal living space. This is more like environmental science, led by Professor Tsujimura, who is an environmental scientist, geologist. And also contemporary pop culture experiences, led by Professor Watabe, who is a liberal arts or professor. So, and then there's more. So each semester, can you move forward? So each semester, there is medical needs is about medicine. Nishimura Sensei is a medical professor. And also education in multicultural. This is by Hida Sensei, Professor Hida. So each semester, there will be a PBL, which I think is unusual, which I think is very unique. Can you move forward? This is an example of some examples from previous semester of the first intake, the first year students. And they, in this data-based intelligence systems PBL, each group chose their own topic. The assignment, the restriction was that it should be something based on processing data. That was it. So each group discussed what kind of issues that there is that could be solved by processing data using a computer. Or not necessarily computer, using statistics. So each group came up with some project. For example, one group developed a software program that allows drivers when they park their car in an illegal parking space. And it's a smartphone-based program, application, it's an app that uses geopositioning. So this group was very good at programming. The other group, the second group, also did some programming because they built a browser extension that when they ask a question to an AI, then this pop-up browser extension do this supportive complement information that shows how reliable that each information given by AI is. So those two groups did some programming, but please go forward. Another group didn't do anything program computer related. They did water treatment systems. They developed a small prototype water treatment system that uses UV light and titanium oxide as a photocatalyst to clean water. So that was, and also they also measured number of bacteria. They also measured like the amount of bacteria in the dish, petri dish, to show that the water can be cleaned using photocatalyst. That was more like biology, chemistry. And then the final group, they did a miniature train system. The picture, top right picture, showing they did a controlling system, also program related, but physical system that tries to show that LRT, if you're in Malaysia, if you live in KL, LRT stops abruptly. It makes a sudden stop, and that's annoying. So they wanted to try different control system that makes the train stop more smoothly. So you can see all of this started from problems. All of this they discussed, and then in their own daily life came up with issues that they have, that problems that they're annoyed with, and then try to solve those problems. So this is one typical PBL course that's provided. But in this PBL, it was more broad. It covers they could choose what they want. But in other semesters, they will be doing more directed maybe, or more domain limited, like limited to, more in the domain of environmental science, or in the domain of politics, or in the domain of education, domain of culture. So each semester, different types of PBL. But this is the first one that you'll be doing to get used to the idea of working in group together and trying to solve problems together. So that's it for PBL. Can you move forward? Can the slides move forward? Oh, okay. This is an example.
Okay. So now status is not the issue. Not the industry zone. So it's better to move. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, sorry. So the video is the final presentation. This group, I think, this group did a geopositioning system based parking alert system for illegal parking. So you can see that the system is connected to a map, and when the car is parked in a legal parking area, the alert is provided. So it's linked to a geopositioning system. So in this way, they develop their own systems. And our courses, as you can see, is very, what do you call it, frank. This is very well. They learn by doing things, not listening. So that's our goal. Okay, so that's from me. That's it from me, and we'll have Professor Hiraishi explain about the admission procedure. Oh, if you have any questions, please post on Q&A or chat. Who's posting on chat? Sorry, I don't see any chat yet. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Please feel free to raise any questions, even during as I talk, as we talk. Okay, so Professor Hiraishi, please.
Yeah, thank you, Professor Tezuka. And hello, everyone, and thank you for joining this webinar. My name is Noriko Hiraishi. I'm a professor of comparative literature at the University of Tsukuba, Malaysia, also known as UTMy. Today, I will give you an overview of the admissions process for UTMy. The information I'm sharing is based on the current application guidelines, so please make sure to read the official guidelines carefully when you apply. Next, please. Next slide, please. To be eligible to apply to UTMy, applicants must have completed 12 years of formal education. For example, having only an SPM qualification is not enough. Acceptable qualifications include STPM, Foundation, A-level, UEC, IB, diploma, or equivalent qualifications. UTMy does not offer pre-university programs, unfortunately, but we do accept students who have completed recognized pre-U programs from other institutions. You may also qualify if you have completed a pre-U course approved by Japan's Ministry of Education, next after finishing SPM, IGCSE, or O-levels. These mixed approved courses are usually offered at Japanese language schools in Japan, but there's also one accredited course available in Kuala Lumpur. Next, please. We offer two admission schemes. The first is school recommendation scheme and aptitude-based scheme. The school recommendation scheme is for students who have completed their secondary education in Malaysia. The screening is based on an individual interview. Next, please. The aptitude-based scheme admits up to 30 students each year. Applicants must have basic academic ability, critical thinking skills, and a strong interest in global issues, just as our MC, Professor Tezuka, explained earlier. We are also looking for students who are willing to take on new challenges at UTMy and interested in Japanese society and culture, or ready to grow through diverse experiences. The screening for this scheme is done through a group interview held at our campus in Kuala Lumpur. Next slide, please. And in a group interview, you will research a global issue in advance, and you will present your opinions and participate in a discussion with other applicants. There will be a Q&A session after the discussion. And next slide, please. And this is not a written exam. It is an interactive activity where we assess your communication and problem-solving skills. Many students find it both intellectually stimulating and enjoyable. Next, please. And this year, we are conducting a second round of admissions for the aptitude-based scheme, specifically for Malaysian students. And the application deadline is June 16, 2025, and interviews will be held on June 26th and 27th at our Kuala Lumpur campus. And this round will be individual interviews instead of group interviews. The required documents include proof of application fee payment, that is 100 ringgit, and academic transcripts and certificates, proof of English proficiency, and personal essay. And if you have studied Japanese before, you may submit a certificate, but it is not required. Next, please. To apply, you must meet at least one of the following academic criteria shown here. For the STPM, grade C, that is, GP 2.33 or higher in any 3 subjects, including mathematics. And for UEC, grade B or higher in any 5 subjects, including math. For A-level, a grade C or higher in any 3 subjects, including math. And for IB, minimum total score of 27, including math, with math score individual math score above 4. And for EJU, a total score in 3 subjects, including math, must be above the average. The EJU is the examination for Japanese university admission for international students. And for foundation or matriculation, CGPA 2.3 or higher. And for diploma, CGPA 2.3 or higher. And for other qualifications, please contact UTMy directly. And please note that applicants should also have a mathematical foundation equivalent to Cambridge A-level mathematics. Next, please. You must meet at least one of the following English proficiency standards. For MUET, Band 3 or above. And for IELTS Academic, 5.3 or above. And for TOEFL, 61 or above score. And if you hold other English qualifications, please contact UTMy. No Japanese language ability is required. You're welcome to apply even if you never studied Japanese before. Next, please. Here is the overall schedule. First, access the application guide through the provided URL. And check your eligibility and academic background. And prepare and submit all required documents. Pay the application fee, that is 100 ringgit. And as a reminder, application for the school recommendation scheme are already closed, and application for the second round of the aptitude-based scheme are currently open and will close on June 16. The interview will be held on June 26 and 27. Results will be announced soon after, and successful applicants will be asked to complete enrollment procedures. The entrance ceremony is scheduled for September 2025. If you have questions or need further information, please refer to the official application guidelines or contact the UTMy Academic Service Office. We look forward to receiving your applications. Thank you for your attention. I'll now hand the microphone over to the next speaker, Professor Yamada. Thank you.
Hey, thank you. Thank you for introduction. I think my sound is okay. Yeah, thank you. Okay, so my name is Yoichi Yamada. I'm professor of UTMy and UT in Japan, and I will be explaining our very interesting curriculum or our very useful curriculum. And I would like to convince you that you should choose UTMy. So I would like to explain why UTMy. Okay, next, please. So I would like to start with the student's voice. This is our Chinese Malaysian student who is very talented, and he is saying that transdisciplinarity is an attractive point of UTMy, and many universities will follow us. So this is indeed true. Actually, we are running very in front in terms of transdisciplinarity. So our curriculum is very, very interesting. So next, please. And I would like to also show the voices from industry. So this is the results of our survey, which has been conducted in 2021 for 448 Malaysian company. And actually, they something like 80% of them would like to intended to employ UTMy graduates. So this is because our curriculum is so important, so important in the viewpoint of the company industry. Okay, next, please. Next voices is from the famous influencer, SNS influencer in care, called I Love Kuala Lumpur-san. So could you play her
看到一
video?
个很硬的 professor，ta da！
Oh, hi. This is Professor Zempo, majoring the human computer interaction in UTMy.
很多人都不知道 KL 有一间大学，一年只收40个学生，很多人抢到头破血流都不一定进到的大学，就在这里。UTMy 筑波大学是日本的国立大学，在日本排名第9，而且他们的老师都是科研界的精英，而且毫不夸张，这个学校一年只收40个学生，能够被这间学校成功 enroll 到，真的很骄傲哎。他们的教育制度很不一样，是 School of Transdisciplinary Science and Design， 他们用学到的学术来解决全球性的问题。我听到有一个学生他研究怎样把 KL 的 tap water 转换成可饮用水，另外一个学生在研究怎样让 LRT、MRT 的刹车系统更加的 smooth。这个学校都不是来读死书的，他们很鼓励 train 学生怎样发现问题、思考还有解决问题的能力。听起来是不是很震撼嘞？他们在6月3号有线上探员，那么如果你想要在他们的学校来个 tour 的话，可以在 IG 上面 DM 他们哦。他们的 enrollment 直到6月15号，大家就不要错过啦。
Okay, thank you. So, although I don't understand the Chinese, but I think she's saying that UTMy is very interesting and important. Okay, so all the voices are saying the same thing. We are very interesting and very useful for your future. So, could you go on?
看到一个很
Yeah. So I would like to explain why we are so interesting and important. So today I have 3 points. So one is the Malaysia-Japan relationship. This is, of course, important for us. And second point is the so-called global issues. We are challenging the global issue. So this is also important from the industry side. So that's why we are focused. So, and for challenging, in order to challenge to the global issues, we utilize very new and unique education based on this problem-based learning, PBL. Okay, so I will explain point by point. So next slide, please. Okay, so first one is Malaysia-Japan relationship. So this is a photo of our Prime Minister Ishiba and your Prime Minister Anwar, which is taken in the this year's Malaysia-Japan Summit meeting, which is held in this January, and there the UTMy has been mentioned so many times. So that means the UTMy is focused in both country, Japan and Malaysia. So next, please. Then, that's why we welcomed very important person from your side, Malaysian side, like Dr. Mahathir and many important person from your government to celebrate our opening day like this. So this is actually the primary importance or primary benefit for our student, because our student is also focused. So this is very important thing. Okay, next please. Then second important thing is so-called global issues, which we are challenging. So you may have heard of some global issues. So they are nothing special: food issue, air issue, climate issue, and so on. So we have very similar issues in this global connected world, everywhere in the world. So and of course, the company industry, many companies are also challenging to these kind of problem. So these problems are important, although they are not very special. We can find them everywhere, so it's not very special, but there are very special we can find very special character of these kind of issues, which is actually the nature of this problem of diverse and complex. So they are very diverse and very complex. So it's not a very usual problem, very complex problem. So one issues can contain many different disciplines. So for example, food issue can contain of course, agriculture and chemistry of food or physics of food maybe, and economy of food and politics of food and so on and so on. So these global issues are actually very complex. So this is not a usual problem. And so a single discipline cannot solve these kind of issues. So that's why we need to have transdisciplinarity. So next slide, please. So yeah, we have to have transdisciplinarity to deal with such a complex problem. So that's why we have this transdisciplinary faculty first. So our faculty is like this. We have 14 professors from very different field of the science and humanity from University of Tsukuba. So this is very unique faculties, which I had never seen before, even in Japan. So this is very nice faculty, and I would like to say that a Japanese university, especially University of Tsukuba, is famous for research. So our level of research is very high. So they are surely the excellent professor, excellent researcher in Japan. So you can learn many things from us. So that very beneficial for our student. Okay. So next slide, please. So with this kind of unique faculty member, we are conducting very unique education for problem solving based on this design thinking. So design thinking is the one philosophy for solving the complex problem. So design thinking have 4 stages: problem finding stage, problem defining stage, solution developing stage, and solution delivering stage. So and actually the former 2 stages, problem finding and defining stage, is very important to tackle with the complex problem. So that is very unique. Usually university don't focus on this stage. So we are focusing on this stage. Okay. So next slide, please. So based on design thinking, we are conducting so-called problem-based learning, PBL, which has been already described by Tezuka sensei. But I would like to repeat the importance of this. In PBL, the students themselves are the main player. They are they will find and define the problem itself and solving it. So and we faculty member will be supporting the student by discipline. So obviously the discipline here in UTMy is just a tool for, and the goal is solving issues. So that is not that is very different from the conventional university, where problems are given and fixed. Actually, it's given by professor, and the student will solve that problem. And the goal is actually the discipline here. So it's good for acquiring the discipline, but not always good for solving the problem. And solving problem is most important skills in the coming generation. So this is important from the industry side. Okay, so next, please. So, so far, our education based on PBL works quite nicely. And here we have two messages from Japanese students. And one is saying that learning with wealth of originality is good. Yeah, our education is very full of originality. And the other is saying that a new and stimulating environment is good for learning. Okay, so, and maybe you can read them later. Okay, so next, please. Okay, so that's all from my side, and I think I can convince you that our education is very new and very important and very useful for your future. So again, we are now calling for Malaysian students. So the application is now open until 16th June. Okay, so I hope that I can see some of you in UTMy in the near future. Okay, thank you very much. So, Tezuka sensei, can you
Yes.
can you move on move on?
Faculty of introduction, yes. So now we will have professors from our school introduce ourselves. And not all of us is here, but we have slides. We have slides on each professor. So okay. So this is Tsujimura Sensei. He's not here because he will have an appointment today. He's a dean. He's the head of this school, and he's an environmental scientist focusing on hydrology, study of water. So he has a lot of sites in Malaysia doing field work. He's an expert in water quality, geology, chemistry. He measures water quality. And he has a lot of governmental projects in Malaysia, in Southeast Asia, and Japan. And he will be teaching courses on environmental science, of course, also geology and natural sciences. And yes, if you join his lab, you will have opportunities to go out and see for yourself this changing environment, global issues in the mountains. So it'll be very exciting, I think. So that's it for Tsujima Sensei. Can go forward. Can it be moved forward? Okay, Kudo Sensei. Is Kudo Sensei here or not?
Yes, I'm
please.
here. Okay, thanks for participating this webinar. My name is Shige. I will teach PE lesson and health science. And one of the unique feature in this UTMy is that the student actually take the PE lesson as a compulsory module, which wouldn't be happening in Malaysia for the university. So student, of course, can have fun through the PE module, but also the student can learn how to move or how to play particular exercise. And the PBL will cover health science in terms of the knowledge. So we support a student to become a person who can take care of their own life, health in the long run, the future for their life. Okay, so join us. I will look forward to seeing you guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Kudo Sensei. We just had one question from the participants asking, PE classes are not very common in Malaysia, I guess. Yeah.
Yes.
Kudo Sensei used to teach in Singapore too.
Yes.
And that's uncommon there too, I think.
In Singapore, in university, they don't teach PE as a lesson, except for the university who train the teacher.
I see. So yes, this is very unique to us. And we have a lot. We have first year and second year both.
Yes.
And also uniquely, judo and kendo.
Yes, yes. We have also judo and kendo lesson for through 1 week,
Intensive course.
intense course. So lecturer will come from the Japan, who is like a silver medalist in the Olympic or for kendo side, really famous in the world. So students can learn from some Japanese culture through the PE as well.
It's very good. Thank you. That's very good. Yes, because it's a part of learning Japanese culture too. We do judo and kendo to understand more Japanese culture. Thank you. Next professor, please. Suzuki Sensei is.
Hi, thank you very much. I'm Iwane Suzuki. I'm a biologist, but mainly studying the microalgae that is living in the water and doing photosynthesis to produce many organic compounds from the CO2 using the sunlight as energy. So most of you know global warming is caused by the accumulation of CO2 in the atmosphere. So I think to reduce the CO2 concentration in the air using this kind of microalgae, efficiency of the CO2 fixation is a bit higher compared to the land plants. So that's why I try to improve the efficiency of the photosynthesis in these types of the microalgae. And also these organisms can be applied for remediation of the polluted environment. So I'm also interested in that part. Thank you so much.
Suzuki Sensei also runs many projects in Malaysia too.
Responsible. I hope so.
Yes,
Malaysia and also Indonesia.
Indonesia. Oh, sorry, maybe more Indonesia. Yes. Thank you. This next professor is. Oh, it's me. So I'm a computer scientist doing machine learning and computational science, which is processing neural signals obtained from the brain. So I develop software that analyzes images and signals, especially from animals, and develop software to, for example, estimate stages of sleep, alertness, or see try to investigate the mechanism of thoughts in the brain. And I work together with biology professors and develop software for that. Next, please. Oh, it is, yeah, Nishima Sensei.
Okay. Hi, I'm here. So good evening. I'm Ken Nishimura, in the professor in the Faculty of Medicine. So my research field is regenerative medicine by using our unique gene transfer system. And we can, by using this system, we can produce iPS. iPS is shown in the left bottom photos. The iPS is also the original the technique which got the Nobel Prize at 2012. So if you can join our research group, you will be able to learn such kind of so many Japan original technology to do the research on the medical science field. And also I'm in charge of the classes in the medical issues in PBL class, and also the natural science classes. Thank you for
Thank you, Nishima Sensei. Yes, iPS cell is one of the regenerative medicine that allows tissues to grow back. Japan strongly pushes this iPS cell, so it'd be great.
Yeah, strongly. Yeah.
Strongly supported.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. Hirai Sensei, please.
Hello again. My name is Noriko Hiraishi, and I specialize in comparative literature. As a literature scholar, I bring a unique perspective to our interdisciplinary program, especially following introductions from colleagues in fields like biology, sports science, and computer science. And currently, my research focuses on two main areas. The first is the study of intercultural literary exchange between Europe and Japan in the modern era. And the second explores Japanese popular texts such as manga and anime in global contexts. As part of this work, I'm conducting an international joint research project on the consumption of Japanese culture among young people in Malaysia and Indonesia. And actually, now I'm attending to an international international conference in Nepal, with my group. I'm really enjoying both teaching and conducting research at UTMy, where I have many meaningful academic exchanges with students and colleagues. In my problem-based learning, PBL class, we examine gender issues through literary and cultural texts that we encounter in everyday life. One example we've explored is Doraemon, the well-known manga by Fujiko F. Fujio, which is also popular in Malaysia. In particular, we focused on an episode titled Gender Bender Potion, shown here, first published in 1975. Since this story originally appeared in an educational magazine for third grade students, it provides valuable insights into how Japanese society and its educational materials shaped ideas about gender roles in childhood. It would be equally interesting to compare this with Malaysian fiction to explore how gender is constructed in local narratives. Through this kind of cross-cultural analysis, we can reflect on both the similarities and differences in how societies teach and reinforce gender norms. I'm looking forward to learning together with all of you here at UTMy. Thank you.
Thank you. So Hiraishi Sensei runs many projects in cultural studies related to pop culture, like comics. And she's lived in many years in Indonesia too. So she knows well about Southeast Asia. And if you join her lab, you get to learn methodology of cultural studies and learn this pop culture from academic perspectives. Right? Is that right? Yes. Okay, so thank you, Sensei. Next professor, please. Mochiyama Sensei is not here, I think. So Mochiyama Sensei is a robotic researcher. He builds robots, especially robots with flexibility, not like robots, robust robots, but with flexibility. And he will be teaching you engineering, basics of engineering. And in his lab, you will get hands-on experience in building robots, which is one of the strengths in Japanese industries. So that's for Mochiyama Sensei. And Tak Sensei, here. Tak Sensei. Oh, that's right, Tak Sensei. Oh, but I think you're here, Tak Sensei.
Hi, can you hear me?
Hi, yes.
Hello. Hi, I'm not going to turn my camera on because I am connecting through my mobile telephone and I'm sort of not in my office right now. My name is Leslie Kawasaki and I'm a professor at UTMy and I teach political communication, mainly offline and online and offline political communication. I did my PhD in how political candidates in Japan utilize online means, specifically websites, to connect with the public. And I've branched out since then to include how they use different social media channels as well. I'm doing projects right now related to visual political communication and comparative political communication as well. I do, from a methodological point of view, website feature analysis, network analysis, and I'm very much interested in online mixed and blended research methods. And I've done a couple projects in that, comparing discourse analysis in the energy sector between Japan and Germany. And the courses that I am teaching at UTMy are Fundamentals of Humanities and Social Sciences 2, Introduction to Humanities and Social Sciences 2, and Understanding Japanese Culture and Society. And I'm really interested in helping students with their communication skills, particularly their science communication skills, and helping students with their writing, their presenting, their academic listening, and other aspects to help them teach or help them learn transferable skills that are applicable to any field and any discipline. So I'm looking forward to helping you understand various perspectives of Japanese culture and society and helping improve your communication skills as much as possible. Thank you so much. I'm looking forward to seeing you.
Thank you, Professor Tak. You can see that her field is truly strongly interdisciplinary. You have to know politics, communication, but also some text analysis, some statistical analysis as well. So this is kind of strength in our program, I think. All right, I think. So now Yamada Sensei, please.
Okay, hi again. My name is Yoichi Yamada, and I'm doing so-called material science or nanoscience. I'm using very special type of microscope to look the important material for example, energy device such as photovoltaics or organic electronics devices and so on. So usually I'm looking at the molecule or atoms, very tiny things, using a very special type of microscope. So the left bottom image is actually the image of molecule. So this is truly nanotechnology. So I'm doing very cutting edge nanosciences. So in my PBL, you can join such a very high tech studies. So and also I'm collaborating with the companies in Japan or in Malaysia in terms of this microscope. So in my PBL, the student can be involved in such a collaboration. So okay, so I'm looking forward to seeing you sooner. Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, Sensei. Oh, yeah, okay, just next professor, please. Professor Ueda?
Hi. Hi, hello everyone. My profession is education, pedagogy, and I'm in charge of the PBL class about education. In my class, we will compare educational systems and curricula to various countries, also include Malaysia and Japan, and discuss them according to the data on education. Education is an important act for human development. I look forward to learning together at UTMy. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor Ueda. Professor Ueda, you studied many years in China.
Yes.
Can you introduce your background in Chinese, maybe?
大家欢迎来 UTMy.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Sorry, maybe that was too much. But yes, so he has very good connection with China too. What else? Okay, who's the next professor?
Hey,
Sensei, please.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I think that problem that I submit this webinar and the login account is different, so I could not turn on my cam. But well, let me introduce about myself. I'm an associate professor and also business manager, engineer, or maybe hacker, or maybe a musician. And well, my specialty is acoustics and measurement, but I'm also involved to involved in joint research with experts in a wide range of the fields, and I'm developing a new psychological treatment method that utilizes the latest measurement equipments and new VR, as well as creating forms of service interactions that utilize AI, especially modern Gen AIs. New service includes remote collaboration and metaverse, and I'm now trying to seamlessly connect Japan and Malaysia. Well, as summary, I'm conducting research in a Tsukuba style, which is based on the multidisciplinary collaboration. So, well, anyway, looking forward to see you in UTMy. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Zempo. I think, yes, he has many interesting gadgets that he uses for his research. So it's very fun to work with him. Okay, so I guess, sorry, next professor is Hiro Sensei. Please.
はい、皆さんこんばんは。Nama saya Natsu Eihiega. Saya mengajar bahasa Jepun dan subjek sains sosial di UTMy. Saya selalu buat kajian kajian kontrastif di antara bahasa Jepun dan bahasa Melayu. Saya juga telah menerbitkan beberapa buku terjemahan, contohnya Let, Kampung Boy dan Bahabak Orang Muda. Saya sebenarnya sudah lama di Malaysia dan saya memang betul-betul nak menjadi bridge di antara Jepun dan Malaysia dan juga di antara UTMy dan you. Okay, thank you. Terima kasih.
Thank you. Terima kasih banyak, Hiro Sensei. So she'll be teaching Japanese language and culture, and more language more because she's a linguist. And we will be, you do not need to know Japanese in advance, but you will be learning Japanese language, so you have better understanding, and also hopefully you have better, opens up your opportunity to move to Japan or study in Japan further. That was from Hiro Sensei. Who's the next speaker? Oh, Daigo Sensei? Professor Daigo? Not here, maybe? Okay, so Professor Daigo, I'll explain. She is a PE teacher. She is teaching courses in sports science. Her specialty is in dance. So there is a course on dancing. You do not need to know to dance before. You teach from the basics. And you can see in the picture that our students are learning to dance. And it should be fun, I think. Should be enjoyable and also good for you to know to dance. And also, yeah, that's all for me. That's all I can explain. Oh, by the way, yeah, okay. But yeah, by the way, we're using. Never mind. Okay, please. Watabe Sensei, please. Watabe Sensei is not here, so I will explain. Watabe Sensei, he is an expert in cultural studies, especially in movies. He has translated this book, famous book on cultural studies, and I've been doing research on movies and also how fandom is how contents or how media contents are accepted and nurtured by fans. So he did a lot of field works in Southeast Asian countries to understand the process of how, especially Japanese culture, is adopted here. So if you join his lab, you work with him, he will have opportunities to study about this process of pop culture and fan studies. I think that's all. That's all our professors. Yeah. I think, okay, now we go on to a Q&A session. We already have many questions on Q&A, but there are some, so please feel free. I think you can open up and talk if you have a question, either chat or please raise your hand or just directly speak up. Be listening. No? Not yet? Not ready? Maybe too soon? Okay, so there was one question that we did. So in the QA, chart in the bottom. Yeah, at the bottom, there are many questions and answers. There was one that needs to be clarified. And I think that was about the last one. What was it? Oh, yeah, please, Yamada Sensei.
Yeah, no, I think Hirai Sensei
Yeah.
answered that question. It's about administration, I think.
Okay.
And can you?
Which one?
Okay.
Sorry.
Did you?
Actually, I don't see. I think all the questions are answered already. And is it about the grading?
No, there was a question about internship and employment activities. Oh, that needs
Internship.
more details. Yeah, but
Yes.
you can answer.
For the internship, we in our curriculum, or we have some courses including internships, and we are actually we are organizing and have some talks about the companies in Malaysia, for example, Japanese companies in Malaysia, to take internships from our students. So it's not yet decided, because we only have our first intake student now. So, but we will begin about the internship on our third year.
Yes, so who knows about the banks? Is it Sumitomo or is it Mitsubishi?
Mitsubishi,
Mitsubishi.
And yeah.
So MUFG
MUFG
offered us 2 students to join an internship program, right?
Yes, yeah.
Was it for 5 weeks?
Yes. Yes, that's
so it
right.
was 5 weeks internship, and currently we try to arrange it such that students can join that internship. Only 2 for them from this bank, from MUFG, but we are also getting offers. Yeah, so we are trying. We will arrange, because we think internships are one of the most important experience, one of the most important part of students' life. So we will arrange it so you can join internships. Hopefully that answers the question. Okay, so can you move forward the slide? Can the slide move forward? This is like a one of the most frequently asked questions, and which is about scholarships. And we try to provide scholarship to 40% of students, because we do so in Tsukuba, in the main campus as well. So we have already provided scholarship. This one that is listed here, like 14,000 rupiah per year, or 600 per month. And yeah, so we do have scholarships, but yes, what else can I explain about scholarship? But this is based on grades too. So we select students based on grades. 40% of students are getting scholarships. Now, on-campus accommodation. No, we do not have on-campus accommodation, but we do help students to get accommodation, especially for international students, because they might face difficulty finding one, but we do help. And insurance, yes, we have student insurance from Tokyo Marine, a Japanese company. Move forward. And so we collaborate with University of Malaya, and the students here can use student clinic in UM. Counseling, yes, we do have a counselor, and you can talk to a counselor when you want. And career support, yes, like we just mentioned, internship opportunities provided. Extracurricular activity. Yes, so we have some students joining groups in UM, because our campus is right next to UM, and students can use UM facilities as well. We have access. Students in our university have access to UM library, and also gym and other facilities. So students, we do want students to join into college extracurricular activities with UM students. That's it, I think, the slides. What's the next slide? Oh, okay, entry requirements. So this is also a common question. after finishing SPM, do we accept students that have just finished SPM? We cannot because we need 12 years education. That's by Japanese law. So you have to have STPM, A levels, foundation, such and such. But we do not provide foundation ourselves. So that's like one difficulty. But yes, hopefully you pass STPM or foundation and come to our program. Postgraduate program, certainly we do want students to come. Our campus does not provide graduate studies, so we want you to come to Japan. And with Japanese courses provided in our undergraduate program, we want you to come to pursue your study in Japan, because our graduate school in Tsukuba in Japan provides many courses all in English, whereas the undergraduate courses in English is very limited in Tsukuba, in Tokyo, in Japan. So that's I think one career path or one academic path that I recommend is to study in UTMy in English, and then also study Japanese, and then pursue your graduate studies in Tsukuba. That would be very good. That is very, I think, be very quite good experience. I think would be very good path. Because you have good knowledge about different fields. You have wider knowledge about different fields. You can choose later too what you want to major in. And also, next slide, please. Does University of Tsukuba offer such a transdisciplinary degree? There is a course called Bachelor's Program in Global Issues, which is in English, which is probably English too. But this is more focusing on global issues, more I think on environmental science, maybe. Well, sorry, I cannot say. But yes, you can try that program too. You can check that program too. I think that's it for the slides. Good. Okay, so websites, social media. Any questions, please? More chat. There's something on the chat, but okay, on the chat, you can see financial support information. There's a link in our website explaining financial support, like scholarships. Any question? Can speak up. Oh, Q&A, another Q&A. Yeah, okay, one question. Do all students will do the internship? It is not compulsory, so it's up to you. It's up to you. So we are hoping we can give opportunities. We are hoping that we can connect you to companies. Yes, but it's not compulsory. You do not have to. But of course, if you go on an internship, you have a better opportunity to get a job. So it's up to you. Also, if you're going to graduate school, you do not need to go to internship at this moment, right? So it's not compulsory. Any other question, please? Type. Oh, yeah, another question typed. Topic and title of their graduate thesis. That's a good question. When will the students decide the topic of their graduate thesis? What is the content of Jijika Daironko? Can anyone answer this question? Maybe who can answer it? So, wait. So since Mochiyama Sensei knows the best, but about the curriculum, when should anyone can answer this question? When should it be decided? So final deadline is that you have to submit the thesis by the end of your 4th year. And the earliest I think you can start is the 4th year. So when should it be decided? I do not know the exact date. Sorry, I do not know the exact date. But it is somewhere in the end of your 3rd year. That's my educated guess. Sorry, I do not. Oh, maybe Godo-san knows. Yeah, because it is recommended that you spend all of your 4th year for graduate research. That means you should be decide that before it starts, before your 4th year starts. But I don't think it's any earlier than the 3rd year or the 2nd semester of the 3rd year. Anyone knows this? Anyone can answer this? because we haven't had the third-year students yet. We've only had the first-year students. So I do not, I cannot remember. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Giancarlo. So another question? Oh, wait. Yep. Maybe it's shown in slides. I forgot. Sorry. Wait. Where is the slides going? Where is the slides going? Okay, so any other question? Any question? Okay, if that is so, of course you can ask us later. You can send us directly. Also, you're very welcome to visit us. We teach every day, so you can probably join and can see how teaching is done, how PBL is done. So, and there will be an open campus too, but not soon. I think open campus will be in September, so it's not soon. But even before that, you can come anytime. But just contact us in advance so that we can be assured that someone's there. And closing remark. There's a questionnaire. Oh, yeah. This you can send emails. There's a map. There's academic QR, and the QR. QR. So please post. Please fill in this questionnaire. I'll be very, very grateful if you give us comments. If you give us comments on how webinar should be conducted, how it should be better carried out, because we'll be doing more next year. And later on we'll be doing more. So we greatly appreciate if you could post these questionnaires for accessible QR. Another question. International branch campus is a case of, wow. Nice. Oh, interesting. Okay. I see. Okay, so that's good. That is good. Thanks. So yes, we are very happy that you're interested in international branch campuses. We'll be very, yes. I've talked. So this is Giancarlo's comment on QR that there's Kylie is doing research on international branch campuses. So yes, please, you can come. You can even come to ask us questions for your survey or for your research. We're very happy to welcome you for that too. So that's anything else, professors? Anything else to add or from the participants? Nope. Okay, so thank you so much for joining this event, and we'll very happy if you come and then pursue, build, I'd say, because our program, our campus is very new. It's you that will be making our legacy. It's you that will be building the school with us. So we're very happy to have you join us. And like I said earlier, the intake application, if you apply for this year's intake, should be done June 16th, so very soon. And there are documents to prepare too, so please check requirements and hopefully we'll see you. And feel free to contact us anytime. Thank you so much and hope to see you in person in the future. Thank you.
Thank you for attending.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. See you in person soon. Good evening.